Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. All right, so we did our investigation, at least the first round of it, in the last few episodes, and now we are going to trial. I'm a little worried about this because in the last one we found a lot of family drama, which I guess I'm not surprised about at this point. But shoot, I hope we're gonna find an angle that's gonna work here. Good morning, Mr. Wright. How you doing, Ellen? You doing okay? I'm not doing okay today. My voice is real shit. I'm so sorry. Good morning, Ellen. I see you're still wearing your wedding gown. Does anyone else find that a bit weird? Just me? I mean, listen, she's probably got some trauma in there. I'm not gonna say anything, but it is, maybe it's hot in there. Maybe you want to be a little more comfortable. And I will continue to wear it until our marriage is saved. Oh, I feel so bad for her. Oh, Zoran! Oh my goodness. Oh, there he is. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. Wait, mate, you're not even gonna say anything to comfort her? Man, did you even really like her in the first place? Do you think he came to see how she's holding up? Oh no. Girl, what you got under there? Oh, right. Soren, my love, you came all the way to the courthouse just to see me. Oh, Soren, I don't know what to say. What? Oh no. Girl, I don't know. I don't know how to tell you this. I don't think he's that into you. I'm sorry. Listen, every girl needs some girl to say that. Blueprints. Huh? The engine blueprints. I can't find them. Do you know where they are? Oh, they're in your room, a third shelf from the bottom on the right-hand side. Oh. Soren, I'm gonna ask you about your mom's situation, and there's a reason I gotta ask you about your mom's situation. I wonder if his mom's situation is bad, because that's how this usually ends up happening. Oh no, girl, you're more his mom than anything, ain't you? Oh no. I see. Oh, okay, bye. Whoa, that's not okay. He's leaving already? Don't tell me he came just to ask about some stupid blueprints. Is he really that cold of a person, or is that just how he comes off, I wonder? I don't know. Either way, it's bad, though. What about me, Soren? Yeah, dude. Ellen. He's back. Dude? My dude? Come home soon. I'm lost without you. Oh, okay, that was kind of cute. But really, dude, you should stay. Soren! Was this the voice I even gave her in the start, you guys? It's gone already so far that I can't. 4 episodes ago and I can't remember it. Later. What? Listen, I'm an old bitch. I still wouldn't handle that. Like, I wouldn't take that garbage, but I get it. It's sweet. If you're young and stupid. Looks like showing your vulnerabilities is the fastest way to capturing a woman's heart. That is true. You should take notes on this, Nick. For what? Nick would never do that shit. What? Nick's better than that. Come on. He should be here for the trial. Nick wouldn't leave somebody for a trial. Please leave me out of this. Yeah, really. Anyway, it looks like Soren isn't big on words. But it's clear that he cares about Ellen. Knowing that, I actually feel kind of relieved. Me too, I hope that's the case. You alright? Oh, girl. Let me get you a makeup wipe. Hang on. You alright? Fix your face. You good? You're okay. It's okay. Oh, jeez. Mr. Wright, I just absolutely can't be found guilty, you hear? Don't worry. I'm gonna do everything I can to prove your innocence. Thank you, Mr. Wright. I got you, girl. The trial's about to start. Edgeworth. Knowing him, he's not gonna yield an inch. Oh. Yes, that is what we think about him. Is that? Well, that's what I think. Girl, I agree with you. Give me that. Send me that on Twitter, please. So I've just got to fight with everything I've got and save Ellen. Yeah, Edgeworth's not gonna be a slouch, so we gotta be the best lawyer we can be up in here. Oh, I am ready for this, y'all. This is about to be the most nostalgic thing that has ever happened to me in my life since starting, the original games. Here we frickin' go. Myself, Edgeworth, and you know who it is! The judge, my favoriteest judge in the whole world. Yay! Oh, Judgy boy! How you doing, bro? Oh my god, how are you, sir? How is your face? How is your beard? You are looking fabulous today, my dear. Oh my god, I missed you. Man, you way better than that guy in Korean, I gotta tell you.
Court is now in session for the trial of Ellen Wyatt.
My man, Judge, how are you?
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Hello, Edgeworth.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Ooh, starting off like he does. At least he's here, and at least he's saying something. That's more than we've had.
Seeing so many familiar faces gathered together like this,
I know, right? The judge is like me, for real.
I feel as though I'm at a grand reunion.
Me too. I can't get over it.
It makes me want to go out for dinner and a drink and reminisce with all of you.
Wait, can we? Yo, no, but I want that to happen so bad. Can you imagine? Oh my god, Phoenix and Maya and Edgeworth and maybe the judge and maybe Emma and oh my god, let's do it. Well, we need Gumshoe too. You gotta have Gumshoe though. We've gotta just invite him along. Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I was dying for a real burger the whole time I was away. Me too, girl. I'm always dying for a burger. We could make it a welcome back party for Maya. How about it, Edgeworth? What do you say, boy? Come on.
I have no intention of cavorting with my enemies.
Oh, Edgeworth, fuck off. We have already cavorted so many fucking times. You know that, boy.
Now then, Your Honor, let us start this trial at once.
He just has to say that in here, I bet. But once we get him outside, it'll be a
different story indeed. Ho, still not one for lighthearted banter, are you, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, not in here, right? That's his motto. That's his creed. That's how he is. We respect him for it.
Jokes and good humor are beyond worthless in a court of law.
Probably true about that. I don't know. I like the jokes. It gets us through. I guess we'll have to party without him. Oh. That's all right. We can all talk shit on him. That's what happens when you don't go. When you're the one that don't go, that's what happens.
However, were it after the conclusion of this trial,
my man, I knew you wouldn't let us down, buddy.
I might consider joining you for your little welcome back party.
I certainly wouldn't mind an invite at the very least. You are invited, sir. Also, feel free to point however long you want. I missed it. I missed the point. He's still as emotionally constipated as ever. Listen, why do you think I'm trying to help him out? There's only one cure for the constipate. Never mind. Oh, brother, flush him out. We gotta flush him out. His emotions, that is.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please go over the details of the case for us.
Right, okay. Oh, please excuse me.
The victim was Dumas Gloomsbury, a servant in the Sprocket household. He was in attendance at the wedding reception that occurred from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mr. Gloomsbury apparently felt some animosity towards Ellen Wyatt, and so, a bit after the reception ended at 10 p.m., he assaulted Miss Wyatt with the intent to kill her. The defendant fought back and ended up killing Mr. Gloomsbury. In other words, it was justified self-defense, correct? If that's the case, the defendant might not be criminally responsible.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's just one of those days. He's right. Worst case scenario, I could go for self-defense to avoid the criminal charge. Yeah, I mean, we could fall back on that, but knowing us, we're not going to even do that, right? That's probably not even in the cards. I wonder how Edgeworth plans to counter that, though. Yeah, he also probably has a plan for that, I'm sure. I'm sure he's thought of it.
The prosecution's first witness will make my view on the matter clear, Your Honor.
I wonder who it is. I mean, Soren left, which I'm surprised about because I thought for some reason we might be talking to him.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring in the first witness.
You know what? It might be Emma. She did the, yep. That's her, isn't it? Listen, I know everybody's feet. I know everybody got shoes. Hey, girl.
Please state your name and occupation, witness.
Ema Skye, forensic investigator. And I'd just like to say, sir, that being in the same courtroom as you is a great honor.
Emma.
Emma, you have the best taste, right? That would be me. Oh my god, well, if I was in the courtroom with him, I'd be a lot worse off than that. Man, I would be stuttering, I would be shaking, I'd be like, whoa, Daddy Edgeworth. No, I would not. Stop, maybe. Maybe no. She's a big fan of him. Wait, I didn't even know this. This is amazing. This is the first time they've stood in court together. I guess it is. No, I guess it actually is, though. Oh, that's right. You're a fan of Edgeworth, aren't you, Emma? We're good friends and all, Mr. Wright. But just this once, I intend to faithfully and fully testify for the prosecution. What do you mean, just this once? You technically should have been doing that the entire time. Madam, it's the law. Oh, dear. And I do mean that wholeheartedly. Great, okay. I expect no less from you. Yes, sir. I'm gonna do my very best. Wow, she's just like me, for real. Looks like you lost the popularity contest to Mr. Edgeworth, Nick. Really could care less. Besides, she'll see who's the better lawyer once I win this trial. Ooh, Nick. Yeah, maybe then you can actually really care less. Oh, brother. Here we go. I mean, this is already starting out exactly as I thought. Now, Detective Skye, if you please. All right, like I said, whenever Emma's on the stand, I don't really expect her to have any bold-faced lies. We just gotta see if she's either mistaken about something or maybe she just doesn't know. The murder weapon was a clock called the timekeeper. The victim was hit with it from behind and he fell over right into the lantern. The defendant was spotted then, standing in front of the body, holding the murder weapon. The victim was struck twice, by the way. Okay. Do we even have the autopsy report? I don't think we do. He was struck twice? That's right. There's no mistake about it. Yeah, but we didn't even see any blood inside the thing, did we? I have to look at that picture again. I remember a distinct lack of blood being around, unless I just couldn't see it. The first blow was to the back of the victim's head. It was hard enough to knock him unconscious. Yet, despite the fact that he had been immobilized by the first blow, the defendant delivered a second fatal blow to the side of the victim's head. What? Did we see anything like that in the picture? Hang on, now I gotta look. This is bugging me. Alright, photo of reception, Selena. Photo of the victim, here we are. He fell backwards into the thing? I thought he was like stuffed in it. No, wait, that doesn't, where's the blood though? There's some on his hand. And then if you recall, we also saw like a wheel. The wheel to open the hatch of this thing was also on the floor. And that was bloody too, which means this probably isn't right at all. If he got killed and fell, He said he fell over right into the lantern. Okay. Fatal blow to the side of the victim's head? Well, then where's all the blood then? It just doesn't make any sense. Well, let's see what we got. Which means what exactly? Oh, Edgeworth, you can shake your head at me all you want, dude. Huh, I figured it would go right over your head. Listen, wait, what are we talking about again? Let's put it this way. By striking the victim a second time, the defendant killed her last chance to escape from any criminal wrongdoing. Oh, I see. That is a problem. She did, but how, Mr. Edgeworth? The defendant may have been fighting back because she was being attacked. However, she then went on to deliver a fatal blow to the man who was already fully unconscious. Right, what he's saying is, for it to be proper self-defense, she probably should have run away right at that point. Nick, is he saying what I think he is? I don't feel so well. Oh, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And thus, Mr. Wright has justified self-defense been removed from the table. Oh boy. Well, great. The prosecution intends to prove that the defendant killed the victim with murderous intent. I bet you do. Allow me to belatedly submit the victim's autopsy report. Well, thank you. I mean, listen, it's not so late. We've gotten it later. From you. Thank you so much. Well, this is good. We're already screaming. We've only just gotten here. So that's why he was acting all smug. Well, more smug than usual. How can you tell? It's fine, right? It's not like we're gonna plead self-defense anyway, right? No, true. We really didn't have I didn't think we had a plan to do that. It was the fallback. Right, but now the judge has a negative impression of Ellen. Maybe We gotta turn the tide. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. But the show must go on. He may not get to prosecute much anymore, but he definitely hasn't lost his touch. Autopsy report. Bloomsbury's head shows signs of being hit twice. The timekeeper was used as the murder weapon. Can I look at the details of that Pelez?
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your
Wait a minute. Before I do that, I just want to look and make sure, because I'm probably just going to press everything, make sure I'm prepared. Time of death, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Cause of death, cerebral hemorrhage from a strong blow to the head. One contusion was found on the back and the other on the side. The blows were caused by the same weapon. Okay. Right, so we have to take that as fact. Right, okay. So, please excuse Ma. Need some tea in here. I don't want to sip on Kim. It sounds gross. Rundown of the case. Here we go. The murder weapon was a clock called the timekeeper. Now, I believe that, but let's just see if there's anything else. Are you completely sure the murder weapon was the timekeeper? Yes, completely. The shape of the injury on the victim's head matches up with that of the timekeeper. And it's definitely heavy enough to kill someone with. But would the defendant have been able to pick up and swing something so heavy? I tried it myself and I was able to lift it up just fine. Maybe you're just freakishly strong? Oh, that's good. That's a perfect thing to say to a lady. Excuse me, Mr. Wright? I'll have you know that people on the force know me as the dainty forensic investigator. Sorry, but really you're hardly a delicate flower. What do you mean? Wait, what does that mean? Yes, she is. Why? Because she's not like in a dress or something? She can't be.
Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. Save your antics for after the trial if you know how. Girl, you know I don't know how, though.
Yes, sir. It won't happen again, sir. Oh. It don't take long for everybody to be bowing to daddy. That's how it go. Moving on. All right. The victim was hit with it from behind and fell over right into the... Wait a minute, though. Wait, I just realized this. Wait. No, he wasn't. Oh, maybe that's what we need, because look, we were just looking. If he was hit from behind, how did he fall on his back into this thing? Fell over right into the lantern? That's false. I'm doing it right now because I know it's false.
Objection!
Oh, hell yeah. No, don't start with me. I got this. No, he would be face first then, wouldn't he? Detective Skye, I'm afraid I have to apologize in advance. For what? For embarrassing you in front of your idol. Wow, you didn't even have to say it. You could just do your job, Phoenix, and not be an ass. What do you mean? Look at this photo of the crime scene. You'll see that the victim is lying on his back. Yeah. Also, the thing's turned over, which really looks weird. But if the victim had been hit from behind, as you claim, then he should have fallen over into the lantern face down. Yeah. It's not enough to simply take someone's side, Detective Skye, even if it is Mr. Edgeworth's. Phoenix, you don't have to be so rude about it. Jeez.
There does appear to be a flaw in Detective Skye's testimony.
Yes, hello? Mr. Wright, if you think I'm going to just back right down, then you're sadly mistaken. Emma is unusually fired up today. Don't forget, she's in front of her hero, Nick. If the Steel Samurai came to watch the trial, I'd want to do my absolute best, too. Listen, Mr. Wright. It's entirely possible that the defendant moved the victim's body after he fell over.
Really?
That's what we're going with? How could she have lifted him? She's so small. In that case, there wouldn't be any contradiction, right?
Indeed. That was an excellent counter-argument, Detective.
You can count on me, sir. Wow, she's just like me. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. So, what do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright? What do I have to say to it? Is it possible that the victim's body was moved after he fell into the lantern? Let me look at that photo again. It's dark. It's a dark photo. I really have to study it. Boy, I need that zoom thing. Let's look at him. Okay, now let's think. First of all, the thing's on its side. He's on his back. Got some paper there. I don't know. What's the things on him? Like those yellow things? Is that part of his outfit or is that part of like the cow? Do you see those things? There's one by his chest. There's one kind of by his hip. There's one on his leg for sure. But are those like stains or are those things? I can't tell. The victim's body was found collapsed inside one of the peggable lantern. Scattered around the body were flower petals. Oh, okay. A note and broken parts of the lantern. Oh! Boy, I didn't read this before. I probably should have done. The petals were from flowers not found inside the reception hall. So those things are on him? Wouldn't those things have moved then? Like, would he have nothing on him if he was moved? Or were those placed there after the fact? That's the trouble. I'm gonna go with it's not possible if that stuff is supposed to be on him. But I bet you they're just gonna counter-argue with she could have put them on it to make it look like it wasn't moved. I mean, that's what I would do. Let's see, though. Sorry, detective, but there's no way the victim's body was moved after his death. Oh, really? And what makes you so sure? One look at this here and it should become obvious. What am I clicking, though? Am I clicking, like is this thing right here? Because it almost looks like it's like a part of his outfit. You know what? At first I thought that's what it was. Those broken bits of the lantern? I guess the only clue is that they're the same color. Yes, if the body had been moved after the fact, these fragments would have fallen off of it. But as you can clearly see, they're lying perfectly undisturbed on top of the body. In before Edgeworth just says what I said, he's gonna say she probably put them there. Like she's some mastermind or something. This means that the victim must have been lying face up from before the lantern even broke. Emma, how did you not catch that? You're better than this. But wait a minute, if that's true, then when was the victim killed? I mean, the lantern was still whole during the reception, right? Right, which means we've just overturned a major assumption about the case. Oh, of course! If the victim was already dead before the lantern was even broken, then the body must have been inside the lantern since before the reception started. That also fits with the other piece of evidence that we have. The part on the photo that we saw, the crime scene photo, or when we were investigating, where the bloody wheel was found. Someone had blood on their hands when they turned that wheel to open the cow in the first place. So that fits with that. Okay. In other words, the defense asserts that the victim was killed before their wedding reception. What? Yeah, we're starting off early with this. Let's go. This is probably gonna end up being one of those like non-stop cases, right? Just go from the start. In short, when Miss Wyatt was seen standing in front of the body after the reception, it wasn't the moment just after the murder was committed. It was the moment she happened to discover the body, just as Miss Wyatt claims. Sorry. Oh, yeah, girl. We are so back right now. We are so back. Huh. Whether the act was committed before or after the reception is entirely inconsequential. What do you mean? After all, it was the defendant who prepared the reception hall for the event in question. Therefore, when the murder occurred, changes nothing with regard to her guilt. She could have killed the victim before the reception, as you claim, and then tried to hide his body in the lantern after the event ended. Objection! Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute, are we sure about this? Sorry, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, where would the body have been hidden during the reception in your scenario? Nuts. Edgeworth, you faltering already? It's not like you. Even you have to admit, Mr. Edgeworth, that has opened a new possibility. Do you explain, Mr. Wright? Well, if Miss Wyatt didn't commit the crime in the reception hall, then that means that someone somewhere put the victim's body into the lantern. I suppose that makes sense. A dead body couldn't have put itself in there. Exactly, Your Honor. In other words, if the murder actually occurred before the reception, it opens up the possibility, that I think definitely that he was killed somewhere else. I don't believe some other way. Usually the autopsies are very, very correct, or at least mostly. And you know what else? Think about this too. Not only do we have the bloody wheel that proves that someone opened it with blood on their hands, it said that he had flower petals on him that were somewhere outside the reception. There were no flowers like that in the reception. That would absolutely mean that he was killed somewhere else. I mean, they just said it. Oh, here we go. I'm on a roll. If the body was hidden inside the lantern, then it's possible that the body was moved along with it from somewhere else.
Oh, you're right.
You can run that mouth of yours all you want.
Oh, sir, I plan on it. Later.
Do you have any evidence to support what's coming out of it?
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Excuse me, don't distract me now. Of course I do. I think the answer lies in that piece of evidence and in something that was left at the crime scene that will point us to where the victim was really killed. Point where the victim was killed.
Very well, Mr. Wright. In that case, what proves that the lantern and the body were moved from somewhere else?
Do we have to use the photo again, or do we actually have it? I can't remember. The lantern, the photo, Gloomsbury fog machine, Selena Sprocket, photo of hold. Okay, so we don't have anything other than the photo, so we have to show the photo again. And probably what we have to do is point to the flowers, right? That's what I'm thinking. All right, so we're using this quite a lot. The photo of the victim again. Yeah, I know. I said the same thing. Yes. I'd like the court to focus on this thing right here. Okay, so that's why they purposely put one on his leg right here, so you could do this. That makes sense. Flower petals, Mr. Wright? Thank you. Oh, why couldn't I have done this before? See, now we can actually see what they are. Jeez. Oh, please give me this. Any Ace Attorney game going forward, I need the zoom function, which apparently actually has happened. I'm very happy about that. These petals are from a kind of flower that were not present in the reception hall. This means that they must have gotten into the lantern when it was somewhere else. Wow, okay.
Just where do you propose this somewhere else to be, Mr. Wright?
I propose that this piece of evidence will tell us where the flower petals came from. This piece of evidence? This piece of evidence. What shows a different place? Excuse me. Nothing in here, right? Just wanna look. No. There's no flowers in there or anything. That's probably for later. Photo of the reception. No, because they said that the flowers weren't at. I can't. There's red flowers there, but the petals look like they were yellow with red on them. But this is so small that I can't even see. Photo of hold? Wait, they're right there. They're right there, and I didn't even notice it. They're right there, in the front. That's why they put them there, so even someone like me could see them. Look at the flowers in the picture of the hold. Notice how their petals are of the same shape as the petals in the crime scene photo. Phoenix, well done.
Yes, I see. They do look to be from the same kind of flower.
Edgeworth, did you always have that low voice and I just forgot? Or did they change it in this? Someone let me know. Am I going crazy? It could be. I have this whole glamorized image of him. So, but that's not what he sounded like in the beginning. Is that really all you got? A flower is a flower is a flower. They're all the same. Edgeworth. You would never say that if it meant something for you. For your case, no way, dude. You would scrutinize every last detail on the damn flower. Don't even lie about it.
I would hardly call what you presented compelling evidence. I'm afraid I couldn't disagree with you more, Mr. Edgeworth.
Haha.
I gave a flower of this type to my lovely wife once when we were young, so I can assure you that this is a very meaningful and compelling evidence indeed.
Thank God for that. Judge is on our side.
The soundness of my judgment in this matter is backed by nothing less than pure love.
The judge is so cute and romantic, isn't he?
But, Your Honor...
Let it go, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, shit. Man, we learned a little bit from Nayuta, didn't we? It's clear you don't know much about flowers. Aw. Maybe we should give him some. Maybe no one's given Edgeworth any flowers. That's ridiculous. I would give him some every week. It's not like you'd have anyone you'd actually give any to after all. Phoenix! That's not nice. Bitch, who's out here giving you flowers? Don't be like that. But maybe you should study up on them just in case the opportunity presents itself. Why is Phoenix being so snarky? That's not right. Edgeworth, that's bullshit. Everybody wants to give you flowers, boy. This from the man who only knows the names of 3 types of flowers? We're really out here screaming about who's giving who flowers at this point? That's hardly relevant to the case at hand. Oh my god, they're like brothers. They're like little boys fighting. Jeez. The defense asserts that it's highly probable that the victim was killed in the hold. If the body was then placed in the lantern and moved to the reception hall for some reason... Right, because I mean, there are lifts, so it would make sense then.
It would completely destroy the prosecution's case.
And you mean the body was...
Yes, the victim's body was inside the lantern during the entire beautiful wedding reception. Wow. While the defendant and her betrothed were celebrating their love. What?
That's weird, though. I mean, it still implicates something bad, though, right? Who shoved him in there?
Objection!
And, how did she not see it? I mean, I guess she wouldn't have checked in there.
Your smooth talk might work on his honor, but it won't work on me.
You sure? I'm gonna keep trying.
I'm not giving up. What are you talking about now? Take another look at all the evidence and you'll soon see what I mean.
What? What am I looking at? What do I need to look at? I wish you would just tell me already.
Detective Skye, I'm sure you've already figured out what I'm talking about, correct?
What's the problem?
Of course, sir. Mr. Wright is the only one here who hasn't.
Boy, we are snarky up in here today.
Why don't you leave this to me, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well. Let's see what you can do.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. I mean, he's got her fully pinned against us.
Detective Skye, please give your testimony to the court.
Okay. Oh, man. What have you got now? The prosecution's buttle. Okay, give me the butt.
The victim could not have been killed before the reception. The autopsy report states that the estimated time of death was after. And that estimated time of death is correct. There's no way it could be wrong.
That's it? That's it. Ma'am, we just had a case where the whole time of death was changed. And the place, too.
It's clear that Mr. Gloomsbury was killed after the reception, and that completely contradicts your claim.
I guess.
Tell me you took at least a cursory glance at the autopsy report, Mr. Wright.
I did. I read it out.
It appears you've grown rusty since our last outing. Might I suggest that you go back and brush up on the basics? Oh, shit, dude.
Man, this is all... It's just insults flinging left, right. This is so sassy in here. Sure, though I must say you're as cocky as ever, Mr. Edgeworth. Ha! I would have said the same thing, in a different meaning.
I beg your pardon.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright? I'm just saying that I'll go back to basics if that's what Mr. Edgeworth wants. I'll prove how badly he's underestimating me with a good old-fashioned cross-examination. Which we are going to do in the next one. Now, usually I wouldn't do this, but I'm definitely not going to stop in the middle of a cross-examination. And my voice is a little struggling today, so I'm going to take it a little bit of a break. And then we will continue in the next one. I am living for how sassy this is. So hopefully that keeps going, because, man, this really, really feels like old times. And I am just drinking it all up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, and I will see you soon in the next episode. Toodaloo!